Hi and welcome. Wow, I haven't done a live in how long? Anyway, I'm Sandy of Lolling in Sand, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Ontario, Canada. And if you're just joining me, please say hi and let me know that the sound is working. It's been a while. I have to move my notes so I can see comments. There we go. All right. And hopefully this is working, you know. Oh, of course, if I don't move my hand, you can't tell. Oh, let me fix my computer. Apparently, I need two hands for this. Alrighty. So, here we are. And again, if you're just joining me, please say hello and please say, yes, I can hear you, just so I know. Now, if you're watching on Facebook, this is live and in person, so there's no do-overs. And if you're watching on YouTube, this is a recording, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and remember to hit the bell because that tells you when I've uploaded a video. Okay, comments are always like way behind, so I'm going to assume my sound is working and I'm just going to carry on. Do say hello though. Whether you're new to me or not, say hello. Alrighty, so we're going to make a Christmas card tonight. We're going to use these two sets. So let's start with this one, Christmas to Remember. This is one of my favorite Christmas sets. I have a couple, but this one I really, really, really like because I really enjoy the sentiments. And if you've watched my previous videos, you know that I've just cut this out and used it. Love and joy. So it's more than just a Christmas set, in other words. Alrighty. Oh, hello from freezing rain. Oh, WA, is that Washington State? I think it is. Elsie, updates will be done by Jen tonight. And there's Chris. Hello. So hello, Belinda, Elsie. Chris, thank you for saying hi, and I'm assuming my sound's working. Alrighty. So we're going to use this, and stay to the end because I have a couple more cards to make, or to show you. Duh. I'm working it here. I'm working it. I have my grandson, who's only 2.5, has got a monster cold, and although I refuse to get it, I have a sore throat, so I think it's inevitable. But I'm hoping that it's short-lived. Okay, so you might be saying to yourself, "You're making a Christmas card, Sandy. That's not a Christmas set." But these leaves, and I've used these flowers. I could probably use these as well, like part of them. I'll show you my sample, and we're going to use this tonight. Sentiment, of course, we're going to use for from the Christmas set. The Christmas to Remember. Alrighty, let's get started. I'm excited. I'm excited. So if you hear any barking, that's the dogs. And again, there's no do-overs, so I can't really... I can't do anything about it. I also can't really see too many comments. There we go. There's Claire. Okay. I can't see the comments that well because if I want to concentrate, and I do, and make sure I stay in frame, I kind of have to, you know, do that. Yeah, what I said. Concentrate. Okay, so this is basic white, and I have cut it using one of the layering circle dies. And you know me, these are my favorite dies. Okay, I am using Evening Evergreen, and I just want to do a little test. Yep, looks good. So because this is a circle, I'm not real concerned that if it's crooked. I am going to stamp it over to the side on purpose. Okay, not a mistake. None yet. None yet, my friends. Okay, again, now this is the leaf that I showed you in the Cottage Rose. So I just want to see. It doesn't look a whole lot different. All right, so I did stamp off, and let's go right there. See what I mean? See what I mean? That doesn't look Christmassy or otherwise. Now, if I happen to miss your comment, I will look after. But yeah, anyway, greenery. I will look after. I wonder if I can put one more down here and just be... There we go. Not overdone, just done. All right. Oh, and there's Darlene. Hello. Hello, hello. Hope everyone's feeling well. Not to center anyone out. I hope everyone's feeling well. All right. Oh, so this is our glimmer paper. doesn't come off on your hands. And the glimmer specialty paper comes in 3 different colors. Well, I know of 2 of them, just a sec. So this is Evening Evergreen. Maybe, boy, that's going to say on the package, isn't it? Oh, Evening Evergreen Gold and Very Vanilla. I thought about Very Vanilla. It would look like this, but I just didn't think it was going to do it for the card. And Gold, I didn't want to use tonight. I believe that's in the mini catalog. I know we have some demonstrators here, so they can help out. I think it's in the mini. So, anyway, I'm just going to glue this on. You know me. I don't like to waste paper, so I did take another of the layering circles and cut this out so I can use it for another card. This one's the scalloped edge, as you can see. And before I take too long and that dries, let's get that on there. Alrighty. Stay right there. Now, I noticed from previous videos that I have to hang on to this for a couple seconds so it dries. So far this is all Evening Evergreen, and isn't that pretty? Just that little bit. And that's why it's okay to cut this out, because, you know, you're only seeing a tiny bit. All right, stay. All right, here comes some pieces. And I'll give you the measurements too. All right, so we're going to use basic white, which I have die cut using the Dots and Spots die from the annual catalog. We're using, this is the first time I've cut into this pattern in the Boughs of Holly paper. So I thought I've got to use it. There's the other side. It was a toss-up, let me tell you. It was a toss-up. These 2 pieces are identical. So these are both 1 3/4 by 4 7/8. This is Evening Evergreen, and it is cut to 1 7/8 by 5. So it's just a teeny bit bigger. Nice skinny borders, the way I like it. I'm not going to go nuts so crazy with the glue because this is going to be under a couple layers. Let's just maybe get that on the first time. Ooh, not bad. And you know why I use liquid combo? Because it is liquid and I can use my wiggle time. Oh, I have to do a shout out. This card is based off of another gal on my uplines team, name of Barb Pfeiffer. She's Just Be Stamping, and this is one of her cards. So I've done it 3 times so far. Alrighty, we also have, so here's this side. I almost used this paper tonight, but I decided that would be way too much, so I'm using this. And you know how we don't have our banner triple punch anymore? Well, I made myself a template. It's as close as it's going to get, guys, okay? Close as it's going to get. You know, it's not perfect, but it's a handmade card after all, so why not? And I just thought, and you can see how many times I've hacked into it, why not keep the template and use it a few times, or more than a few times, and make yourself your own banner. So I thought, how brilliant is that? Dude, alrighty. Now, I just want to make sure. Well, I may have to cut this. Not sure yet. Okay, bringing in the base. We don't need the template. All right, so we have the. Oh no, you don't have the measurement on this. Okay, so this is 1.5 inches by 4, and again, as you know, I cut it using my template. You could just use a ruler, make a little mark, and then just cut from one side and the other. Like I said, it's not perfect, but that's okay, right? I think it's okay. All right, here's my base. 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. Okay, I did use my bone folder, but let's just give it another stay down, and I like to do both sides. There we go. Now it's laying flat. That makes it an easy card to make. All right, and we're gonna do some gluing. Oh, please don't sneeze. I can't sneeze. Ugh. Okay, no sneezing. I've talked myself out of it. All right. Oh, I hope my glue has got enough in it. All right, we have to avoid all those holes, obviously. But again, this is going to be under a couple layers, so I don't have to be perfect. Now my card, I don't know what Barb's measurements were, so I went with what looked pretty to me. You know? I'm not even popping this up. Hard to believe. I know. And I wouldn't normally, as you notice, this is Evening Evergreen and this is Evening Evergreen. But you see when it layers on top, you get to see all that. So it's almost like a little strip of paper that I put there on purpose. Yes. So you want to hear the saga of our road that's still not done? Oh, I'm going to tell you anyway. Okay, so since summer, at some point, the township has been working on our road. So they've ripped up 800 meters of it, and it goes right in front of our house, of course. So they got the curbs in, and then we had a big old snowfall. Not like Buffalo, but we had a big old snowfall. And it hasn't melted yet, even at 5 degrees. It's not really melting, so they brought in snow clearing equipment to get rid of it, some of it. So we have curbs, which are, I'm going to do it this sideways. They go this way, obviously. They're about that high. There is no way you could drive a car over it without wrecking it. So at this point, our cars are on a different road. Thankfully, we're allowed to park at night on side streets. Unlike some towns, like where I come from, Kitchener-Waterloo, you couldn't do that. That was a no-no. And although we had a snow event, they didn't ticket us. I mean, don't ticket us, because why? Okay, we need some more sparkle. So let me just read this, because you know I always forget the name. Glittered Organdy Ribbon. Do we have a color? White. Well, that makes sense. Alrighty, so I'm just folding that in half. And I'm just going to cut. Oh, I got to cut the tails separately, don't I? I think I cut that one going the wrong way. Yep. Oh, it's glittery on both sides, so it doesn't really matter. I'll fix it. All right, let's just bring in this. So I'm going to go right here. This is Stamp and Seal. And wait, make sure make sure you can't see it is the important part. And we're just going to fold that somewhat evenly and put it there. So, not a ton of ribbon, not a big deal. I do need to put a glue dot under there to hold that down. Pardon my arm. So I'm going to put oh my gosh, take your pick tool. I'm like, what's the name of this? My little grandson, although he napped yesterday, today went, hey, I don't think I'll nap today. So I didn't get any rest today. Little kids don't seem to know they're sick, and they just keep going. Although yesterday he was worse, and he was pretty quiet. Yep, that'll be fine. All right, and this is going to go on top, and I will cut those tails. We're doing the inside of the card too. I know, I don't usually do that. Let's get our dimensionals out. Am I speaking like an auctioneer like I usually do? And gosh, I sure hope this is recording. Or then it's not going to be so live after the fact. 3 should do the trick. I don't want to put one in the center because ribbon doesn't stick very well to dimensionals. And dimensionals just add, you got it, dimension. Isn't that a green card? What do you think? So what do you think so far? We will further embellish it, but for now, I'm just going to throw that on. And you know me, I don't center things. So a little bit south of center is perfectly fine. Move that aside, get in our inside layer. This is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Of course, I'm looking, where did I put everything? Pardon me. The more I talk, the more my throat starts hurting. Quickly, Sandy. Let's put one here. And without re-inking, we'll try it there. I'm leaving it at that. Less is more. I always have to repeat after me. Less is more. Less is more. Less is more. Gives you lots of room. Now, I'm not putting the sentiment on because I don't know what sentiment I'm going to put on. It depends on who I send it to. Do you do the same thing? Personalize your cards like that? Because I sure do. I want something that's meaningful to the receiver. Oop, went a little gloppy there. You'll notice I don't do this. This is not necessary. It's too much, and it may make your cards really stiff. If you've ever had a card that is crunchy, for lack of a better word, crunchy, that's because there's too much glue. There's the inside. Sweet and simple. Oh, hey, how'd that get there? That's weird because these are over to the right. So I'm going to leave that there. That is bizarre how that happened. Let's get rid of a couple things. All right, and the glue on my fingers. And then, of course, again, we have to do some cutting. I might put these in here with these holes here. I'm not sure. So that's a super gigantic one, so we'll just use 3 sizes or more. Oh, maybe we'll use more. I think we'll use more. I just feel it. I feel it in my bones. We're going to use more than 3. Because I like the look of, yeah, we will do this. I like the look of the good Lord, basic rhinestone basic jewels. I like the look of them kind of trickling down, you know, in that I meant to do that moment. I meant to do that. Oh, cut the tails, cut the tails, cut the tails. Okay, so for this one, let me just think, that's the wrong way. That one is pretty well the right way, but it's too long. Here, I almost did that wrong. I forgot to clean my scissors, get the glue off them. Yipes. We'll see how that goes today. There we go. How simple is that card? I mean, seriously, how simple is that card? All right, so let's move a couple things and show you the other cards. I can't believe that I can make a card that fast when I'm doing a live, but when I'm recording them, it doesn't work. All right, so here's another version of it. This one, oh, that piece came loose. Alrighty, I can fix that while we speak. For this one, I use the same stamp set. This is from Cottage Rose. Again, oh, that's what I forgot to say. Oh, good gracious. It was at the top of my list. I don't read my cheat notes. I apparently really don't read my cheat notes. Okay, so I'm putting a glue dot there, and we're going to do a little lift here. Hey, Valerie. Welcome. It's been such a long time. Oh, I was going to try to line it up a little bit. So this time, and I will cut those, this time I've used the Simply Elegant trim. And yeah, that's a little bit wiry now. I didn't do the insides. There's nothing to see. And what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, Cottage Rose. Before I forget, okay? I have a Cottage Rose class. It's online. And you get the class free with a $50 order. So you can order this stamp set. If you already have it, buy another one. And we'll use this one. Or if you don't like this set, use a different one. That works. We'll be making 4 gorgeous cards, and you will have lifetime access to my video tutorials that go with it. So if you're thinking of a class, and look at what we have here, best wishes. It's going to be fab. Happy birthday. You're positively the greatest. Friends forever and feel better soon. That covers a lot of bases. That really does. And I believe I used this set in last week's video. Bad memory. Bad memory. Very bad. So if you want to, please register soon. Actually, I will place the order for you, and the reason for that is then I can send out the packages all at once with the stamp set, and that would be good. So you just let me know which stamp set, if not that one, you want to order. Equivalent value, please. Okay, card number 3. This is actually the one I was going to demonstrate tonight, and then I looked at this paper and went, nope, you're doing that. So with this one, I used, one second. This is Halloween paper from the mini. It is called, well, doesn't that make sense? Black and white designs. So it's got loads of different designs, and I just happened to pick that one out of it. The measurements themselves, as long as you're less than 5.5 and don't go too wide, because you can see this is actually wider than that, they don't really matter. You can just change it up however you want. So for this one, once again, I used the leaves. Stamp set is also from Christmas to Remember. and Real Red. Yes, and oh, I forget if I told you, this was Evening Evergreen we were using. I think I did. And I don't think you can see the sparkle, but it's all sparkled. So the one thing I did different was I put a backing layer, and that is embossed using the Stitch Greenery. There we go. So this is all from the same Boughs of Holly paper. This time I used black, and then this is cardstock, and I was able to wind this around and make a bow. Well, I got rid of the bow, actually, have the tails. The reason I did that, didn't do that with these, is because this is Designer Series paper and not as strong, as is this. This is the back of one of the Designer Series paper from the same set. So you obviously have choices with this set. I'm just reading your comments. Valerie, thank you. I've missed you. Oh, thank you. You know, it wasn't working into my schedule, like especially with the summer, but I think now I might just go with this. I just might, provided Facebook doesn't give me a hard time when I try to upload the video. It doesn't always work. Anyway, guess what? 21 minutes, no way. Let's see if I wrote anything else in my notes. Nope, I wrote other cards. Yeah. Oh, I did tell you what ribbon that was. Never mind, I did. So again, thank you so much. I love your comments. Give me some likes or loves. That helps. Everything helps me with Facebook. And I need help with Facebook and with YouTube as well. And I will be posting the cards. I think I've photoed these two. This one I thought up about 6 o'clock tonight. Oh, I think my voice has had enough for now. So all the links, if you choose to order anything, if you want to join in the class, if you missed the whole video, start over. Start at the beginning when it goes. I guess it's up already. I forget how it works. It's been a while. But yeah, if you want to join the Cottage Rose class, do so soon. There's no specific date because it's online. You can do it anytime. But I do need you to order with me before the end of the month. And it's already the 22nd of November. Wow. Okay, my friends, again, my voice is going to not last much longer. So I'm going to say good night. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.